Hi, I'm Deb Robinson with Robinson and Briggs Real Estate, and I'm here today with Cheryl Millett, and we are here to talk about her business for your better health. Cheryl is a founder and holistic practitioner, walk club leader, and president of the Toronto chapter of Holistic Chamber of Commerce. Her wellness business helps people of all ages reach their wellness and life goals. And let's talk about Cheryl. Cheryl, describe your business for us.
Well, the easiest way to describe it is it's multifaceted, which means I've tuned into how nutrition impacts both our physical body and our mind, how activity actually impacts our health as well, the social aspects, so that kind of comes into the Forest Hill Walk Club, and then now the hiking or walking holidays. And it's about people realizing or coming to accept where they are, right, but that there are still things in their life that they're not happy with, that triggers them, they react to things. And this happens to, as I said, all ages.
Fantastic. So Cheryl, what made you decide to open this business, and why did you choose this profession?
Well, there's actually a couple of things. One, how can I best help people? More than what I was doing in my corporate job. And then I kind of assessed what did I like to speak about, learn about, to focus on that I focused on for myself and I had experience with. And that came down to either being a personal trainer or getting into the field of nutrition. And then I explored what that meant. Is that a naturopathic doctor? Is it a dietitian? But I didn't want to work in a hospital. And living alone, I didn't really want to, I couldn't at the time. They didn't have part-time studies at the naturopathic doctor, for a naturopathic doctor. So holistic nutrition was very interesting. And I chose to do the degree, which included statistics and anthropology and psychology, which just kind of added that. But I will say I've learned 20 times the amount that I've learned in school from ongoing research and paying attention. The other part of it is understanding that the mind does have a huge role in what we, kind of how we feel.
Oh, for sure.
And actually our physical health as well. So you could eat, you could do all the right things, and I've had to tell my clients actually to go on a vacation because they're doing too many things. Right. And this is additional type of stress. It's another type of stress, for sure, but it is there. Yeah, so that's why. Help others beyond what I was currently doing in a corporate position.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Tricky question for you. What's something most people don't know about your business?
I would have to say most people don't know what I know. How could they? Right. And in that respect, what I've tried to create here is being impeccable in a safe space so they can share whatever is on their mind, whatever is going on. And with that, be it the many things that I bring to the table, it's multifaceted. So whether that's iridology, which is an analytical tool that if I take a picture of your eyes, I instantly know things that are going on that it hasn't even surfaced in the physical yet. And also your inherited constitution.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So Cheryl, what would your customers say they love most about you?
What I get most out of, whether it's the workshops or the lectures, is I'm very knowledgeable. And they feel very safe. That I'm non-judgmental, and I make it interesting, and they're very appreciative of that kind of way of working. So with my workshops as well as with the consultations, I gather information from them because I want to find out what it is that are my strengths and are my weaknesses, right? What they're appreciating most about it, but that's my intention anyway. Strangely enough, my intention is to give them information so that they're more knowledgeable.
Absolutely.
And they leave with the nuggets, as we say. I feel that's my intention anyway.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about your business goals for the next year.
Business goals. One of the things about business goals is they might even change. But right now, my goals are to publish the book that I've just spent 2.5 years writing. And it's in line with everybody understanding what is the root cause of all disease. I mean, how many people really want to know that? And the other thing is I've got something I was working on for a couple of years, which is called Lessons in Nature.
Okay.
And the idea was to bring more information, perspectives, philosophy, all of those things into people's consciousness, into people's minds. I was trying to come up with a title and how to frame it, and I did, and then I just would go and walk in nature, and things would kind of pop in. I'd look at nature, things would kind of pop in, and how it relates to how we think, how we be with each other, how we work with things, how we do things. And I think I'm up to 40 lessons, 40 key lessons, and I'm sure there's many more that nature can teach us. It's right there.
That's amazing. That's so important. So important. Anything exciting going on that your customers should know about that's up and coming?
I can think of a couple. One would be the book, because many people are not quite comfortable in spilling their guts. So the book, All Guts, All Glory, it's the digestive system on stage partnered with the nervous system. They work hand in hand, and it's been with working with the seal oil, it's been the whole brain, mind, various things, they come all together, right? Everything's connected. So this book will explain what the root cause of disease is, not from something I learned or somebody learned 4 or 5 years ago, but stuff that's been learned for a century or more.
Wow.
And I went and read their books. But somebody told me about this several years ago, and I would include it in all my lectures, and the practitioners would come. You're going to talk about these stages of disease. So this book I'm very excited about, because it will be something that people can order, learn the same things I would do in a consultation, plus have the fun with the stories that are shared, and the solutions are there, very simply. And it's a fun book. So for me, it was a creative project. I wrote poems, I wrote songs, I did a few things in there. So as I write in the introduction, you have to have patience. You have to be ready, and that's part of the patient scenario. The other thing that's very exciting that most people still don't know about, practitioners included, naturopathic doctors included, I'll go and lecture the holistic practitioners, is about the seal oil, the raw mammalian essential fatty acids, is actually helping, and it's from research at the UFT, the nerves grow back. So even those at the conference, the international conference that was here in Toronto, and those specialists in neuropathy, most people don't even know what the word neuropathy is, learned it for the first time about 4 years ago at this conference, and they had no idea. It was just not something in the medical community that they know about that exists to grow back nerves. And nerves, neuropathy, simply put, is damaged nerves, really. We have all these titles, these labels for medical conditions, so damaged nerves. So if you have diabetes, that's the complications, all in a nutshell. You have circulatory issues, you then damage nerves, and that actually is the complications. So blindness, lower limb amputation, kidney dysfunction, all of that has to do with nerve damage.
It's kind of the root problem in a way.
It's really the basis for why you have the lower limb amputation. No circulation, but no nerve function. So pins and needles, right? That's the circulation, the numbness. And for people who have nerve damage, so there's diabetic neuropathy, and other people don't know this about people who go through cancer treatment. They get neuropathy 100% of the time. So for anybody who's going through cancer treatment, they need to and should learn about the potential of not so many side effects by actually taking the raw mammalian seal oil, omega-3 for that. But there's also idiopathic neuropathy. So I'll just leave it as that.
Yeah.
But idiopathic neuropathy, I have my understanding of it to explain it, but in light of this interview, there we go.
Interesting.
It's
Super interesting,
yeah,
Cheryl.
it's exciting.
Yeah,
it's
very exciting.
Very exciting.
Awesome. Cheryl, what's the best way for your customers to get in touch with you?
Well, this is where I'm very flexible. If people prefer me these days, if people have their cell phone, texting is fine.
Okay.
Calling is fine. Emailing is fine. If they go through the website and they want to ask multiple questions and they just want to fill in the contact me, that's fine too. So I'm open. I don't have a preference. It's really what works best for other people.
Great. That's amazing.
Yes.
Cheryl, it's been so wonderful chatting with you today and super informative. And I may be the first person to buy your book as soon as it's published.
Well, thank you. Well, it's been my pleasure, and I thank both of you for this opportunity to come and share information.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.